you 3 at 3. 3 at 3 is brought to you every business day at 3 p.m. Eastern or thereabouts. And today is no exception. We are starting it off the 21st of September, 2020. 3 at 3. Let's rock. All right, the disclaimer is that our service is provided to you for educational and informational purposes only. If you choose to act on any of this, we believe that it has been derived by data and interpreted by us as either bullish or bearish, but we are not your investment advisors. You have to decide how to spend your money. Intellectual property is that we have copyrights, we have trademarks, we have registered marks, we have patents on the stuff that you're about to see. So please, before you use it, please ask us. We'll be happy to grant you that permission. And please cite marketrebellion.com. All right, let's kick it off today with a little JP Morgan. JP Morgan, bullish call spread. Somebody steps in, they buy 3,000 of next week, not this week. This week is the 25th of September. That's the expiration this week. The October 2nd would be Friday of next week. So these have basically 9 sessions left to trade. 4 more trading days this week, the 5 more next week. They bought the 94 calls, which is the at-the-money call in JPM. JPM, along with other stocks in the financial sector, slammed today, as you heard me say this morning, on a report out of China that these banks had participated in some sort of a money laundering scheme. I doubt it, but nonetheless, just the idea that they may have participated in something so nefarious was enough to cause 2 to 4% sell-offs across the board. JPM trading down. I did own it already. I had calls written against it. I bought back those calls and sold other calls instead as it dropped here. Now let's take a look at where JPM is. Well, just over 94, as you see it kind of trading sideways. Made that big drop initially, made a surge back toward 96, and then gave up the ghost and went back down, not at the lows, but at a little over $94 a share just a little bit ago. So that's the tail in JP Morgan, down 4% so far on the day. If you'd like to learn about spreads, if you'd like to learn about trading cryptocurrencies, if you'd like to learn about trading futures, you could trade VIX futures, for instance. They start trading long before options start trading in the morning. If you'd like to be like me and trade some of those, well, you might want to learn about them before you do it. And you can do that at marketrebellion.com/get started. That is marketrebellion.com/get started for learning about stocks, futures, cryptocurrencies, and of course, options. Let's get to our presentation here. I started off with what's up today. What's up is, of course, the Cboe's Volatility Index, which popped up all the way, as you see. If you look to the far right, up on top, you'll see 3118. That was the high print for the VIX today, 3118. You see it basically in the middle, I'll say. Right now, up 13%. On the highs, it was up over 20. So, big pop for volatility today, and that's what was up. The VIX was holding as of just a little bit ago at 29.32, and that is, of course, the front month, the basically most actively move as far as price up and down. The futures are a little more insulated, and so they're not quite as volatile, if you will. Now take a look at the Ftse 100. It was down 3.38%. The DAX down 4.3%. The CAC 40 down 3.7%, and you see the rest. So I just kind of wanted to give you an idea that virtually all the indices around the European world, I didn't have the Asians on here, but the Europeans all traded at or near the bottom of their range for the day as they went out. And that, of course, led into our sell-off. Let me give you the second of our 3 at 3 right now, and that is silver. Silver makes a nice move because Silver had an ugly move. Silver had a 10% sell-off today. SLV, yeah, that's right, 10% sell-off today. As of that post at 127.49, silver was trading 22.90. I jumped in here with folks on this trade because they were buying at the money, 23 calls for 93 cents. That's $93 a piece. That's $930 if you buy a 10 lot, which would represent 1,000 shares of stock. If you bought a 100 lot like I did, that's $9,300. So that gives you an idea of 1 lot, 10 lot, 100 lot, meaning 100 shares, 1,000 shares, or 10,000 shares. So they bought 10,000 of these little critters, paid 93 cents with the stock at 22.90. There you see that very sharp slide earlier in the day that took it all the way down to nearly 22, and then it rebounded off of that, sold off a little, and then going into the closing bell here about an hour away, 22.73. When we cited it here, 22.90. So keep an eye. That was a big, harsh sell-off. I like the upside here. Metals have worked very well as a hedge for me. I wanted to add to my metals position. I didn't really want to cripple my other existing position in my desire to buy more gold and silver, but I did buy more today, and I think it'll work out just fine. Let's get to the third of our 3 at 3. Work, or slack. Now this one's going to surprise you folks because this one opened down hard and then came roaring back. Now, some of the folks that are doing a put spread in here, I'm emphasizing put spread. They bought puts. They bought the March 24 puts, which were approximately $2 beneath where the stock was, because the stock here is near the highs of the day at that moment, $25.96. They bought puts $2 underneath the market. Stock's trading 26. They bought them at 24. They also sold the 20 puts in March, and these two would become a $4 put spread then. You own the right to sell it at 24. You've given somebody else the right to pump it into your account at 20, which would mean $4, difference between those two strikes. And they paid $3.22 for the right to sell. They collected about $1.55, let's say, ish, for the right to for somebody else to put into their account. So in rough terms, folks, you're looking at about $1.70 here, give or take, $1.70 for a $4 spread. So I like my odds. I got in here in work, and I also have seen some alternative data, in particular some of the high-frequency data that indicates that work is getting carved up by Microsoft. But get ready for this. There's the graph. Take a look at that rally. It was beneath, it was down in 24-ish territory, 24.75 or thereabouts, and then whoosh, all the way to 26.32. So because of that, moved to the upside of 3% against the tape. Somebody came in wanting to buy a lot of puts. I want to follow those guys. You have 15 days, folks, and you can still buy a bronze ticket. I think that's about $300 for our virtual trading conference. We've got the likes of Jeff Mackey. We've got Tom Lee. We've got Tony Dwyer. We've got Bedros Keuilian. We've got so many great traders, entrepreneurs, strategists. 2 days. This is a 2-day event. It's October 9th and 10th. October 9th and 10th, virtual trading conference, which means, of course, that you can attend from anywhere. Doesn't matter if you're in Europe, Asia, United States. There's no need to travel. We were going to be doing this one in Las Vegas, I believe, but instead it had to go virtual. This is like 2 months ago that decision was made, I think. And the virtual conference 15 days from now, bronze tickets still available. So please sign up for the Market Rebellion 2020 Virtual Trading Conference. You will not regret it. Thank you very much, folks. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm going to get back to it and finish a few of my trades up. So have a nice one. I'll talk to you soon. Bang.